What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, all right, just want to make sure that everything was on and everything was good. But, anyways, yo, it's your boy Hot Stuff. And I just want to say thank you for joining me on the first episode of Hot Stuff Sports. Okay, Hot Stuff Sports, not Hot Stuff TV, not yet, but Hot Stuff Sports. I really wanted to do this in the beginning of the football season. Um, Look, before I go on, I just want to say it's my very first time talking in front of a camera. Um, Lighting all over the place. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it's overwhelming, but I'm excited for it. I feel like once I get used to it, I'm gonna just be on the go go go. Now, ooh, excuse me. With that being said, let's get started. Um, I want to talk about the number one game that was watched last week, and that was Texas at Ohio State at the shoe. Look, everyone's bashing Arch Manning. I don't think the kid played bad. I actually don't, I don't think he did as bad as people made it seem. I mean, yes, they were definitely giving him the hype, oh, he's Manning, it's Manning era, yada, yada, yada. He's going to go to Ohio State and just beat him to a pulp. Like, nah, media should not have done that. But I don't think Texas lost. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, duh, it was 7-14, but it wasn't on anyone. I would say maybe it's on play calling just because I mean, dude, you go for it on fourth down 5 times and you only get one. Like, come on now. Like you think it's a playoff game or something, Like it's no, like yeah, this game matters. It's one of the toughest games that we have on our schedule aside from Georgia. Well, okay, I say our schedule. I am a UT Horn fan, so our schedule. Um, I need to stop saying. Anyways, it was actually a closer game than what we think. So Ohio State total yards 203 yards. Now going over to the Longhorns 336 yards. So Longhorns got more yardage than Ohio State, but this is where the team loses. They got 6 penalties, losing 50 yards on top of that. They only got 5 out of 14 third down conversions. And then obviously, yeah, the one of 5 fourth down conversions that we failed. Um, that is what. Oh, and the one turnover that Arch did throw. Um, that was definitely not. It was a team loss is what it was. But also when you look at the yardage like that, when it's over 300 yards, they're going somewhere. They're going down the field. But I believe it is a matter of finishing the drive, actually getting in the end zone. Actually, when everyone's doing their jobs, they get to make those plays and they get to, make a play when everyone else is doing their job, especially a guy like Arch Manning, the way he was doing it last year. Now, granted, last year this isn't no UTSA and this wasn't no UL Monroe game either. I mean, we're playing the defending champs at their home, So is Arch Manning still good in my eyes? He absolutely is. He absolutely is still good. Though I believe he might, he is still the Heisman favorite. Mm, he's in there. He's in there. I don't think he's the favorite now to win the whole thing. But at the same time, you can't hold it against them. I mean, you can, but at the same time, you put anyone else in that position, what are they gonna do? You can put Carson Beck in that position, and I guarantee you would still get the same result. Uh, I mean, there's factors to it. There's different levels to this game, and when I mean Arch, it's the first. But first of all, what do most teams have a hard time doing in the beginning of a football season? Starting off quick, starting off the bat. There's NFL teams out there that have a hard time starting on week one. Same thing goes for college. Now, by all means, you look at every other really good football team out there aside from the next team I'm going to talk about later, or like just, next. But a lot of them had really easy teams. Okay, like a lot of them had really easy teams. Georgia went up against an easy team and they scored 55 points and yada yada yada, and they're still ranked. You know, Longhorns dropped from first to seventh, which I think it's okay. I'll accept it. But at the same time, we held Ohio State to only 14 points. It wasn't no 20 set. It wasn't no 28 to 7. It wasn't no 30 something to 20 something. Like no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Defense played very well on both sides of the ball. I believe we did hold them to only 200 yards. It was well. Another thing was the penalties. You know, we did have them at a fourth and 15. They punted it, but we drew a foul. We drew a flag. Gave him the ball right back. Come on now. Um. Oh Lord, that's not good. Arch Manning. I mean, he threw for 170 yards. He completed 17 out of 30 of his passes, which is it's still more than 50% completion rate, but whatever. One touchdown pass throw and an interception. Mid. It was mid, but you can't. I mean, I did not expect him to go and throw for 230, 250 yards with two touchdowns and zero interceptions against this Ohio defense. Keep in mind, Ohio's defense is filled with nothing but five-star rated players. I mean, so was Texas, but at the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see where I'm coming from. Ohio State is a very good team. Um, their quarterback did really well. Sayin, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Sayin, um, completed 13 out of 20 passes, threw for 126 yards, and got a touchdown. Good. Okay. Good. But anyways, it was a good game. It was a good game, and I think it's really gonna be. Um, I I I'm confident that that game set the tone for us and really gave us some good film for them to practice on, to watch, to learn. That's a good game. Now, Bama goes down. Alabama lost to Florida State University 31-17. This game was an absolute joke. Now, before I get started, I'm also not going to blame Simpson, Alabama's quarterback. He actually had a good game. I believe he had a good game. Simpson threw for 254 yards, completed 23 out of 43 passes, and got two passing touchdowns. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Call me crazy, but I think that's pretty good. Anyways, listen to this. Alabama got 341 total yardage, while Florida State got 382 Total yardage. You know what that tells me? Look, when you're above that 300 yard range as for the whole team, someone that's going somewhere. All right, you're going downfield, but you're not finishing the drive. You're just not finishing the drive. You're not, you have to finish. I don't care how many times you go downfield, but if you get stopped to a field goal or a punt or a fourth down turnover, it means nothing. And we know that. That's obvious. Now, looking back at it, Alabama got eight penalties that costed them 70 yards. They only got 6 out of 17 third down conversions. They lost 3 out of their 5 attempts at a fourth down going for a fourth down. Oh my God, why can't I talk? Attempting a fourth down conversion, they only got 2 out of their 5. So, not finishing. And I don't care how you slice or dice it. When you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, to me, that's a turnover. So even though it says 0 turnovers for Alabama, they got 3. They got 3 turnovers. Florida State actually has an actual turnover, so just keep that in mind too. But they only had 4 penalties, only lost 40 yards. Completed or had only 5 out of their 12 third down conversions. But they got 2 out of 2 of their fourth down conversions. So what that tells me, those 2 fourth down conversions were a must need play, or I'm sorry, a must need conversion, which they did get. It's all about finishing, fellas. All about finishing. Though it was a good game. Now, my thoughts on it as far as Alabama goes, I worry for Alabama's head coach. Yes, he was the successor of Nick Saban, but at the same time, we are not getting Nick Saban type of coaching here. Nick Saban only lost to unranked teams 4 times in 30 years. This guy has lost. He lost to Vandy last year, and FSU was unranked. Now, don't get me wrong, not throwing no shade on FSU. FSU is known for their football program, but they were not ranked last year. The year before that, they did go undefeated, which I don't know how they didn't make it in the playoffs that year. But hey, I'm glad that these boys showed out. FSU's quarterback, what's his name? T. Castellanos. I don't know if y'all seen his pre-game interview, but I sure as hell did. And he said, Nick Saban cannot help y'all. Y'all are stuck on the field with me. Talking that smack, having that swagger. As far as, first of all, you're going to talk trash to Alabama? Saying that Nick Saban can't save him? Dog, I like it. I love it. I love it. Anyways, that was a very good game. Alabama, they don't got that fear, or not. I'm sorry. They don't have that intimidation that they once had. And I think for a lot of teams beating Alabama, what sucks about it is when you actually beat Alabama because their team was not that good and is not that good, how much does it mean to you now? Any team that beat Alabama like 5 years ago would bum rush the field, knock down the goalpost, take it to the lake, throw it on someone's house. As a matter of fact, go wreck the cars. Like, they're crazy about it. But I'm wondering if they beat Alabama, are they going to be the same? I don't think so, but I might be wrong. Anyways, next game that I want to talk about that I watched, that I looked forward to watching, is Carson Beck, ex-Georgia Bulldog quarterback, goes to Miami, is part of Miami, and they hosted Notre Dame, number 6 rated team. And it was a good game. It was a fabulous game. Both teams did very well. Both teams excessed or exceeded over 300 yards total yards, which means they were both going downfield. Um, it was a close scoring game, 24-27. DU Hurricanes won by a field goal. Why did I do that? That was a weird burp. It just like made my neck twitch. But anyways, whatever. Notre Dame had two turnovers. Mm-mm. You wonder if they didn't turn over the ball at all, if they would have won. Turnovers they kill, fellas. Not good. Other than that, it was a close game. Carson Beck did very good. Really good, actually. As a matter of fact, he threw for 205 yards, completed 20 out of 31 passes, and got two touchdowns. Dog, this dude had a 66% passing rating. You can't ask for more than that, fellas. No turnovers, too, from him. Amen. With that being said, ah, the college rankings are now updated, and my Longhorns are now at number 7, which I can live with that. But I don't know. I don't know. We just have to prove ourselves at this point. Oh, Colorado Buffaloes. Again, they lost to Georgia Tech at Colorado. Um, the game was lost. It was 20, I think it was 27-20. I can't remember off the top of my head. Look, you know you have an issue when Georgia Tech runs for 340 something yards rushing, not total yards, rushing yards against your defense. You could not stop the run. That is bad. That is very, very bad. Now, if they were able to stop the run, do I think Colorado would have won? Yes, I do. I do believe that. Um, it's week one. It's week one. So I mean, I could go hard on him, which that's pretty bad. But I think I'm going to go a little bit easy on him. Just the fact that I mean, Georgia Tech ain't no pushover either. Georgia Tech, they are also known for their football team. Um, yeah. So I mean, congratulations, Georgia Tech and Dion. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. Also, keep in mind, a lot of his players went in the draft too. So that CU team ain't the CU of last year either. It's not giving him that kind of an excuse. Not that much, even though it is an excuse. I mean, coaching's coaching, but still, those are freshies. All right, those what we used to call freshies, fishies. Okay, you gotta take it easy on the fishies. All right, little freshman fishies. But other than that, I mean, that's just my take on it. So I'm excited for the rest of the college football season. It's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. What I love about college football though is the fans. When you got the fans of a really good football team, college football team, and they're out there, they're yelling, they're chanting, they're going crazy. I love it. Especially the plays you see in college. I've never seen more flea flickers, more windmill play. It's when you can imagine the windmill with wide receivers going in a circle, whatever. Um, Also defensive blitzes. You see some crazy plays in college football, and I love it. Quarterbacks looking downfield, throwing a 60-yard pass. Come on now. Okay, not 60-yard, even though we did see it, I think, a couple weeks ago? But, anyways, yeah. Other than that, I'm excited for college football. It's back. I'm excited to go to a game. I just wish Longhorns wouldn't charge goddamn $500, $600, $700 for a ticket. Mm-mm. We're trying to be 12th man this year. We ain't gonna be 12th man with a whole bunch of elderly slash only doing it for clout slash whatever people that aren't gonna be yelling and chanting like the student section would. I wish we'd make our student section bigger to give ourselves more of an advantage, or just lower the damn ticket prices. Don't hold me to it. It's my thoughts. Transitioning from college football, I want to talk about the NFL. And with the NFL, we got some pretty good matchups. Tomorrow, Cowboys without Micah Parsons have to take on the Eagles. How much battery? Like I got 8%. Oh hell no. Anyways, Cowboys, Micah Parsons no longer there. He's at Green Bay. You got a defense. What you got an edge rusher or whatever the hell. I'm not too sure who they traded for with Green Bay. I know they say he's a good guy or a pretty good. He's a good player, but I think he's defensive line. I think he's like an edge rusher. I think he's like another Von Miller, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't care who the guy is. He wasn't Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons was their number one uh, defensive player, and I don't think Cowboys upgraded from it. Whenever your homeboy gets a new girlfriend and you got to tell him straight up, either hey man, you upgraded? Nah, not the Cowboys. Mm-mm. I don't think they did. Now, eh, do I think that really puts an impact on their season? Yes, but you got to think about this though. Cowboys got that offense this year. Cowboys got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb's healthy and Dak Prescott's healthy. Mm. It's going to be great. Now, do I think they're going to be Philadelphia Eagles? Saquon, Jalen Hurts? Mm-mm. That's my guess. Mm-mm. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go down like that, especially at Philadelphia. Mm-mm. But I'm curious to see how Jerry Jones feels. If the Eagles, if Saquon Barkley runs up and down all over the Cowboys, I want to see what Jerry Jones has to say. Now, you remember how he was at the interviews? You remember what he did last year with that one local radio show journalist asking him a question? He said, "I don't need you telling me how my team's doing. You better not ask me no questions like that if you want to keep a job." Damn, he's just a reporter. Like, how do you know that he wasn't told to ask that question to you and you're going to threaten his job? Mm-mm. If Saquon does what he does against the Cowboys and beats the Cowboys, I can't wait. I can't wait. Next team I want to talk about in the NFL, I want to talk about the Chiefs. Chiefs go to LA. They go to LA Chargers house. Now, for all the Swifties out there, I want to say this. Last year, they got beat real bad. They got BTA from the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Terrible butt whooping. Now, do I think they come back from it with vengeance and they just want to be known as that team again? Yes, absolutely. I think they do come back. But Travis Kelce, let me tell you something. He just got engaged to Taylor Swift. Oh my God, yes. Slay. But let me tell you why he's gonna play even better this year. You know how much that ring cost? Sources say the ring he gave to Taylor Swift is at minimum $1 million. $1 million for a ring? Who? Who's paying that? I mean, granted, it's Taylor Swift. She can buy like 500 of those rings. But at the same time, though, shoot, I ain't spending no at least $1 million on no wedding ring. And I'm not even saying that because maybe the girl not deserve it. But at the same time, though, you know how stressed out I'm gonna be. You can every 5 minutes. Hey, where's that ring at? You still got the ring? You didn't lose it yet? As a matter of fact, you better take off that ring when we go to Joe's Crab Shack and you digging all up in them crab legs. Yeah, you better lay that in a towel somewhere. You're not getting that ring dirty. As a matter of fact, let me hold on to it because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna knock it over some. A ring like that. I better not see that ring get dirty. As a matter of fact, I every other day, I need to see you getting that James Avery cloth, shining it up. Mm-mm. I'm cheap though, but that's just me. Anyways, no, I think I don't know. Chargers got Jim Harbaugh. We already know the kind of coach he is. Justin Herbert, he's been really good. He's been proving himself pretty good too. But I don't see Chargers taking out the Chiefs like that. I mean, you got Xavier Worthy, you got Pacheco, Travis Kelsey. I mean, Rashid too. Mm-mm. Mahomes, Mahomes. I almost feel like he doesn't have to play that good just because of the talent surrounding him. He's also got a really good offensive line too. So no, I don't see Chargers pulling off an upset. Um, right now the Chiefs are, which is this is surprising as hell. The Chiefs are rated 65% chance at beating. Oh, I'm sorry, 55% chance at beating the Chargers. What? It's almost 50-50. I must not know something then. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, that's my take on it. Um, aside from the Chiefs and Chargers game and the Cowboys and the Eagles game, a game that I'm actually looking forward to watching is Lamar Jackson and the Ravens going over to uh 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 Highmark Stadium, Bills Stadium against Josh Allen. Yeah, two of the top quarterbacks. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson damn near acting like Cam Newton, Superman. I mean, the guy's got great pocket awareness. He's got an arm, and if he sees a gap, he's gonna take it. He's gonna lower that them shoulder pads, and you best believe he's gonna get that first down. Even if he's got to get it by himself, he's gonna do it. Um, yeah, Lamar Jackson, he's that dude. He is that dude. He's also got some good weapons on him too. Fowlers, yeah, right. But when you're going to Josh Allen's home, it's a lot different. Josh Allen has that amazing offensive line. And what do you get when your offensive line allows you to take the time to look downfield, make that great IQ play with an amazing arm too, chucking it downfield? Mm. I, I want to say it's going to be a high scoring game, but at the same time, Baltimore does have a defense, and so does Bills too. So I mean, it's just gonna be an absolute. It's gonna. This game's gonna be a banger. Oh, that was so weird. Anyways, what the game is rated at? Baltimore has a 48% chance at winning. Um, as for the Bills, have a 51% chance. That's damn near 50-50 right there. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. Um, yeah, that's gonna be an amazing game. Um, I think I think the winner of this game is going to be the one that is able to stop the run. I feel like right now both of these teams are working on their secondaries, working on their defensive backs. So I have I believe that they are going to be more focused on the passing game rather than the rushing game. And if that's the case, whoever can get the rushing game down wins the game. Um, Aside from that, next game I want to talk about, oof, the Cincinnati Bengals going to Cleveland. Look, how much time I got? Oh shoot, I only got 5%. You tripping, boy? You tripping? You tripping? Hold on, hold on. Technical difficulties here. Oh hell, y'all gonna make me get up. Let me just find this damn thing. Damn, I can't find the charging port or what? There you go, it's charging. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in business. There we go. Okay, look. Oh, back to Cincinnati. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL today. What? What'd he say? I know he didn't say that. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Let me tell you why. If you're able to put up stats and get points on the scoreboard like they did last year, 30 to 40 points every single game, on average, 30 points a game, with a trash offensive line. That offensive line, basura. Basura as hell. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't like it. I feel bad for Joe Burrow because think about this. The guy is literally having to scramble, right? Scramble, not get sacked, and looking downfield at the same time to find Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and to still throw the ball and make completions and make touchdown passes like that? Come on now. Stop playing with me. I mean, that is absurd. I mean, that is actually ridiculous. And what even makes me more upset, I'm not a Cincinnati Bengal fan, by the way, but what makes me more upset is when you got talent like that and an offense like that that's able to put up the points like that, just for your defense to let the guys walk through, just walk right into the end zone. There you go. Mm-mm. Why does Joe Burrow have to put up 30 to 40 points? I think 40 points is over exaggerating, but I think he did have a 40-point game not that long ago. But putting up a high scoring game like that against good defenses just so that the other offense can still score more points than him just because they don't got a defense? Nah. Mm-mm. Even if Cincinnati had an okay defense, I believe Cincinnati should have gone further. They should have been in the playoffs. As a matter of fact, they should have been in last year. If they had a better defense, they should have been in the Super Bowl. Yep. I believe if Cincinnati had a better defense, they could have taken Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and maybe even Josh Allen and the Bills. Bro, it's upsetting. It's upsetting. Um, but I like this matchup though because I get to see Cleveland and their defense, which they've been building. They're in the building stage right now with Cleveland's defense. Also, the quarterback game. We've all been hearing about the Shador drama. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have the logo showing. Mm. Ah. Whew. Oh, Shador Sanders should be starting quarterback. If not him, then Dylan Gabriel. But I don't think Joe Flacco should be the one starting. Let me tell you why. Joe Flacco has a 1-year contract with Cleveland. You know what that tells me? He's only playing this 1 year and that's it. Yes, Joe Flacco has won Super Bowls. Yes, he is most likely going to be in the Hall of Fame. But think about right now, though. Right now, at his age, do you really see him making them sacrificial plays where you're going to have to run out the pocket and then go and slide and potentially get hit? No. Those are business decisions. He ain't going to injure himself like that. In my opinion, I don't even think he's shooting for a Super Bowl. I don't think Joe Flacco's shooting for a Super Bowl with Cleveland. I don't think he has that kind of mindset. I think he's there just to collect that check. Am I saying he's going to be bad this year? No. But I don't think he's going to have that will and that mental drive as Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders is going to have, especially Shedeur Sanders. They've been bashing Shedeur Sanders. I just knocked the camera. Okay. They've been bashing Shedeur Sanders this whole time. Not getting him in the draft. Making him wait all the way to what, 8th round? And putting him, or now he's 3rd string, but also starting him at 4th string? Not even letting him practice with the 1s and 2s, but making him practice with the 3s and 4s? Bro. They're doing him dirty. I know they're doing him dirty like that. I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit. But what I do like about Shedeur, though, he's got that swagger. We saw what he did in the preseason. Come on now. Come on now. Honestly, Cincinnati is 65%, is rated at 65% chance at winning. I actually want to go against that. I actually think Cleveland takes this game. Now, I'm not trying to be right. I just want y'all to know that. I'm not trying to be right. This is fully my opinion. I think this is an upset game just because of how trash that defense was. Look, okay, think about this. Cincinnati Bengals they started their defensive ones in the preseason, and they still lost those games. Not a good look. Not a good look, not one bit. Aside from that, we'll step away from that game. It's going to be a good game. I look forward to seeing it. But I cannot be a sports fan and have a podcast if I'm not going to talk about my Denver Broncos, Patrick Surtain, Riley Moss, Nick Bonito, Jahdae Barron. Bro. I'm going to talk my trash on here. Broncos are going to whoop the Tennessee Titans. We have... Okay, hold on. I need to stop being biased like this. Hold on. Yeah, I got to stop. I got to stop being biased like this. But okay, just because our defense last year, we were the number 1 in sacks, we got number 1, or we got really good draft picks, or we got Jahdae Barron. He's another one of our added. And we also traded for some defensive linemen. I think we could be a good runner-up to have the best defense in the NFL. That's just me. I mean, yeah, Parsons went to Green Bay. They do have a scary defense. But at the same time, though, Micah Parsons still needs to build that chemistry with that team. Every team has a different defensive look. That's one thing I learned. This team's already established. Broncos defense, we're already there. Patrick Surtain's only getting better. You know? I mean, at this point, lock up Patrick Surtain on their second most, or the other team's second best wide receiver, and then you get Riley Moss and Nick Bonito to double team their second best wide receiver. And guess what? You get Jahdae Barron to spy on the tight end, running back, and he's a playmaker. That's what it is. But aside from that, I think Broncos are going to have a good season this year. I'm hoping so. Bo Nix Nation. Anyways, but I am looking forward to see Cam Ward and how he does with Tennessee. Um, I'm excited for that matchup. This thing charging? No, it's charging a little bit. It's gonna be a great matchup. Very, very, very good matchup. Um, well, I shouldn't say matchup because Broncos are gonna kill him. They're actually projected 70% chance at beating Tennessee Titans at Mile High. I like those odds. But aside from that, that's just my take on the NFL. One of the things that one of the things I would talk about. You know what? I just thought of a good point. Going back to college football, how much were the Longhorns tickets? $600-$700 for a ticket? How much are NFL tickets? Let's find out. You know what? Let me pick one of the most anticipated games. Let's do Bills versus Ravens. No way. Tickets for the Bills and Ravens game is $206. What the hell? Dog, you're telling me that the NFL tickets are cheaper than the college football tickets? You're out of your mind. Voice crack. You're out of your mind. Bro, no way. What do they what do they think is going to happen? You know? Like, I get it. I mean, college football, it's exciting. But how I mean, okay, chat, maybe y'all can help me out. Because I just don't understand it. These guys have been making that was a good burp. These guys have been making millions off of us. Raising up the and I'm talking about you, Longhorns. Y'all been making money off of us over the past 3 years. How come we and on top of that, the season's already sold out. For the fans that are not Longhorn fans, that y'all may be fans of another team or whatnot. Let me just fill y'all in. Texas Longhorns season of 2025 to 2026 sold out. The season. And the cheapest ticket prices there for these games, for the good games, home games, are like what? Yeah, $600-$700 each ticket. That stadium holds 110 people. We got like what, 7 home games? That's what if we do that like 100,000, and we'll just say on average because that's like nosebleeds. But let's just say $1,000 a ticket for this year, with Arch Manning being starting quarterback and the hype and everything. $1,000 a ticket, 100,000 seats, and 7 home games. That's 700 seats at 1,000. That's whoa. 700 million. $700 million y'all are gonna make on us for this year. Who's gonna pay that? Not the students. As far as I know, them Longhorn students got Bevo bucks. Unless they can buy a ticket with Bevo bucks, they're not getting in the game. And I seen that student section. It's small as hell. Hey, it's not like A&M. You realize and I have friends that go to A&M. The students get first pick. Their student section is huge. They host chant ritual, not I shouldn't say rituals. They have chant practice at their stadium. Dog, we're doing something wrong here. At this point, Longhorn should be the 12th man. They should have the 12th man this year. They really should. That stadium should be on and popping. But no, you got nothing but Jerry Joneses over there that can't yell more than 40 decibels. They can't yell louder than 40 decibels over there. They're not going to stand up the whole game either. They're just going to be sitting down. Oh hell no. Y'all got me messed up. And they've been doing this for the past 4 years. Ever since what? Sam Ellinger was there? Oh hell no. We're gonna fight. I'll fight everyone there. Anyways, uh enough about enough about that. Cause y'all gonna get me heated up and worked up and everything, and it's almost my bedtime. But I will say this though. For those that are sports fans like me, that focus, pay attention to the game, like to talk they trash, but also the ones that like to put their money where their mouth is. The key to that, price picks. Price picks. You get to bet your knowledge. That's how I see it. If I think I'm right on something, bet on it. You're right, you get money. You're not right, oh well. They actually got some pretty good picks. And I do go with price picks. I've never really tried DraftKings or anything like that or stake. I think to me personally, I think it's more complicated. Price picks to me, it's more simple, it's easy, it's quick. Um, like okay, for example, Dak Prescott. Oh, okay, this is cool. They are actually giving us pretty much free money. You can bet on price picks that Dak Prescott will throw for at least half a yard, rushing or passing yards. Half a yard? The man's projected to make 241 yards. Easy money. More. That's my first pick. CD Lamb. I think that's Dak Prescott's gonna go crazy with it. Either between George Pickens and CD Lamb. I'm gonna say CD Lamb because you already know Jerry Jones probably got that parlay on this too. So, with that being said, CD Lamb to have at least one rush or receiving touchdown. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't see CD Lamb walking out of that stadium without a touchdown. More, and then let's see for my third pick, Tyreek Hill, Miami. I like that. Okay, Tyreek Hill to get at least one rush or receiving touchdown. It's Tyreek Hill. Cheetah. We're talking about Cheetah, right? Yeah, Cheetah. More. Okay. So now, hold on, let me. Well, I don't know if I can show this because I don't want to get copyrighted. But, anyways, I could do a flex pay or I could do a power play. Flex pay, if I get one wrong, I can still either make my money back or win just double the money. So, like, $20 can turn into $40. Or I can power play it if I'm really about what I say, if I'm really standing on business with it. I can do power play, which means all or nothing, and my money could be what is that? Oh my god, okay. I could get times 6 play on it, which means my $20 can turn into $120. An easy buck? An easy $100? Uh Lock in. There you go. Just like that. I think for that segment, as far as prize picks, I'm gonna call this hot picks. So, hot picks. This is who I chose. Y'all know my reasons why. There you go. Also, I don't want to hear y'all say, "Oh, Randy, I did the prize picks thing with you and hot picks with you, and I done lost 9 weeks in a row." Don't get mad at me. This is my opinion. But guess what? If it makes you feel any better, if you lost 9 weeks in a row, guess what I did? I lost two. So shut up. Anyways, let's see. Damn, it's 12 o'clock. I think I should end the show here. Let me just give y'all a quick couple announcements. Oh, shoot, I finally get to say it. Okay. Y'all, I would like for y'all to like and subscribe. I would love for y'all to like and subscribe. Also, hit the notification button because I'm not trying to be out here posting, oh, new episode and this and this and that, trying to get everyone on board. Just hit the notification button. Make my life easier. Come on now. I've been talking in front of this light. I got a headache. Just hit that bell button. Also, yes, like and subscribe and share. Just share it. I'm gonna be talking trash on here too. I'm gonna be ranting on here too. So I mean, just stick with it. Also, follow official Hot Stuff TV on all social media platforms. We got X and Instagram, and obviously, well, YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna do Facebook. I could. I'm gonna just see how the other ones do first, and then I'll just go based on that. Also, Hot Stuff TV has its own website. The merch ain't up yet. I'm still working on that, but you can still go and check out what Hot Stuff TV is. It's a more in depth description of what it is, and y'all can really get to know what this is more in depth. With that being said, the link to that will either be it's either gonna be in the link in the description or it's gonna be linked in the bio. Honestly, F it. It's gonna be in both. So either look down or look up. You're gonna see the link. All right. So you just click on the link, and there you go. I'm gonna have the merch up there shortly. And again, this is Hot Stuff Sports. Hot Stuff TV still coming soon. This is like a little side thing. This is like an attachment to Hot Stuff TV. So I'll be doing episodes every Wednesday, talking about the previous week, and then giving my predictions and my thoughts in the future week. So stick with it, stay tuned, stay hot, and yeah, I will see y'all soon next week. So, what should my closing line be? Oh, I got it. Bye.